Okay. Now we get started, Ezekiel. So the main thing that I want us to discuss now is can you hear me? Hello? Hello, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir. Can you hear
Okay,
me now?
yeah, I can
Yeah, I
hear you
can
now.
hear you now. All right.
The main
The
thing I
main
want
thing
us
I
to
want us
discuss
to
is that
discuss is that.
okay,
Okay. Okay,
please you can mute
please
your
can
mic
mute
so
your
you
mic so
can
you
hear me.
can hear. All right, sir.
So the main thing I want us to discuss now is exactly how you are going to approach them when you meet them when you go to the office. You know, email copywriting positions, but if it is physical, especially because it is a Nigerian company, is another thing. But if it is like maybe online, we are working remotely, I know exactly how it's going to be. But Nigerian companies, they have some peculiarities, and majority of them do not have good email copywriters. So you going there is going to be a very beautiful thing, and I believe you can do it. But then there are some key questions that you're supposed to immediately you get there, you should ask them. Please, if you are hearing me correctly, please mute your or mute your mic and tell me you can hear me so that I will know that I'm speaking
I
correctly.
can hear you, sir. Clearly, loud and clear.
Good. Good. Now, the first thing you want to know is you want to know what they want to achieve with their emails. The email they want to send out, what do they want to achieve with it? Is it that they want to make sales? Or is it that they want to be sending broadcast message or newsletters or information, informing them of news or something that happened in their company? Is it that they want to invite the people for webinars or anything? So whatever they want to achieve, you should find out. Now I'm going to give you ideas. If they give you what they want to achieve, I'm going to give you ideas now. If it is that they want to make sales, then you go further. See, this is how you ask questions. By the time you are asking this type of question, they will know that you know what you are doing. They know that you know what you are doing.
Yes, sir.
So if they say they want to make sales, then you now ask them, do they have the lists of the people they want to send email to? Have they generated lead already? I mean, they have the list of people they want to send their emails to. They have their emails already. Now, if that is what they say, then you ask them, what platform do they use? You tell them that before you get started asking all these questions, because some of them are not, some of them are not inexperienced. Some of these people that are going to meet, they are inexperienced. They will start saying that the guy don't see. Before you start asking them these questions, you tell them that, okay, I am going to ask you some specific questions, and each question is targeted for a reason. And the clearer you make me understood, the clearer you answer these questions to me, the better I can be able to help you. Please don't go and be saying, sir, ma, I want to work with you. No, the better I help you, you are helping them. You are not begging. Please don't go and be saying, sir, please, thank you, sir. Don't go and do. By the time you are doing that, they will start feeling one, you are not an expert, and it's like you don't have job. You are go compose full confidence. An email copywriter is not supposed to be begging. You are not begging. So you now ask him, okay, did they have the list of the people they are sending to? Say they said they have the list. Say fine, that's beautiful, you are happy. Then the next thing is, how do they generate the list? If they say if is it the source, you ask them the source. If it's on Facebook, yes. Is it that they give those people some specific thing in free, which make them sign in their emails? If they said yes, for instance, they can give them ebooks before they get their emails. Now say, we fine. Now say, okay, you will want to have that ebook yourself so that you go and study it, because selling is a process, and there is connection from each step. The person you get from Facebook, because you invite him that you give him an ebook, if you want to approach that person, you will first remind him. If you go and check my YouTube channel, you see a copy I review. about Gary Halbert. He was sending emails to his customers. Then he now remind them of how he generated their leads. And he also remind them of the subject line and what he promised them there. That is how the marketing is going to go. It has to flow. The person will have to know that, yes, I sign into this thing. So that you explain to them, that is the reason why you want to know all these processes. You want to know, if they give them ebooks, like a free ebook, that is why they sign in their emails, put in your emails, and I'm going to send you ebook directly to your inbox. That is how they usually do. If that is how they do, you say, okay, that ebook, you want to go through it as well, because it's going to help you in your subsequent messages that you're going to send. If it is broadcasts that they are going to be selling, they are just going to be sending newsletter, whatever, right? Then you tell them what is their end point in that broadcast. Is it that as they are sending the broadcast to the companies, to the individuals, they plan to sell them something later, so that your emails is going to be priming. You are priming them, preparing them, putting, there's what to call unbiased marketing, right? You are trying to put that particular product in their mind, so that whenever you come and introduce it, you now make reference to so and so an email. You now give them, they have already have some basic information about that. Then if they have, after they have answered all these things, now tell them, okay, what email service provider are they using? Because you are going in as an expert, okay? If they tell you the email service, what is email service provider if you don't know? Email service provider is like a platform where they host email. Like e-commerce now, they use Klaviyo, right? But majority of others, they use things like, what is the name of this shit? MailChimp. Some use MailChimp. Me, myself, I use Sendy. Sendy is entirely different thing. So it is, what email service provider are they using? They may not even know. You understand? So you now see them that, okay, you now tell them that, okay, sending emails. If they don't know, sending emails require you sending personalized emails. And these emails, they usually go with the company logo, company information, and everything. So you need an email service provider. And you can suggest some for them. You can suggest MailChimp, you can suggest Sendy, you can suggest Klaviyo, depending on the type of emails that they are sending. So which one are they sending? Right? By the time they have answered all this now, then you now say, okay, now I think we are good to go. Do they have any question they want to ask you? And that is actually, some of them, when you go there, because the normal Nigerian sense is that interviewing, they come now, one can interview and they look for job. The normal, like you are going to take over. The reason why I ask you to do all these things, do it first, is because anybody that asks question controls the interview. If you go and sit down like this and be waiting for them to start asking questions, they are going to throw some banters for you that you may not be able to even answer. But by the time you ask them these questions, you have to start asking. You should start asking. Okay? You can tell them that, okay, before you start, you have some questions that you want to ask them. See, trust me, by the time you ask them this question from beginning, even the interviewer will start thinking that, yeah, this guy know what he's doing. The guy who ask question with this now, I say, the guy confident, he know what he's doing. Now, if they want to ask you question, probably some of the questions they are going to ask you is, what is your experience in copywriting? What do you think about copywriting? You don't say, okay, you say something like, okay, see, whatever you are doing, you should tie it to passion and how you are going to get results for them. Please, I want you to have that mindset. Whatever you are saying, you should tie it with passion and how you are going to use that passion to solve their problem. Right? I can say something like, okay, one thing I like about copywriting is that it allow you, especially since it's email copywriting position, you say that especially emails, right? It allows you to send personalized conversation to people. It makes it easy to sell to someone without the person knowing that you are selling to him. It makes it easy for you to communicate on a personal level to someone, to reach the person on a soul-to-soul interaction. in such a way that, and you tell them that the beautiful things about technology is that the invention of email service provider has made it such a way that you can even call everybody's name. This is something beautiful. Maybe you develop interest in emails when you start seeing that people send emails and even call your name. Some subject lines, once you read them, it is nearly impossible for you not to open it. Then you start developing interest on email marketing. And then you realize that copywriting is core to email copywriting. So you learn copywriting, you focus and learn your email copywriting. You have like 3 years experience in emails. Please go with your samples. Make sure you have samples on your phone. Okay? Make sure you have samples.
All right, sir.
So, you develop interest in emails and you start writing emails. And some of these emails that you have written, you even have some of them here. Okay. Now, the next question, the questions they are going to bring probably again is, and that is what I'm going to ask you now. Was there a job post that you respond to, or it was just that you message them? Was there a job post?
Yeah, there was a post on a Facebook ad for anyone who wants to partner with them. So I messaged them and told them I was an email copywriter.
Okay. Do you have an example of that post?
Sir?
Do you have that post with you?
I don't have this post with me.
Okay, now I want you to go and can you get that post? Is it possible for you to get that post?
I don't know how possible that is, sir.
Okay.
Maybe I can maybe search it on Facebook.
Please search it. Because if you don't have that post,
yes, sir.
there are criteria mentioned in that post, right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Good. So this criteria, please use your mic. All right. These criteria that they mention in that job post, you are going to go one after the other and trash and provide an answer to those criteria. Please write them down with pen and memorize them if possible. Yes, you have to memorize them. Okay, but if they go and if they, Nigerian companies, I used to fear them. If they are not willing to pay you good salary, maybe you start from there and get jobs, get clients abroad, UK, US, and all those places. So you write those criteria down and provide answer to each of them. And the answer should not be in your brain, but it should be in your, it should be at the tip of your fingers. So that once they just ask that, okay, that in our company or in our job post, we say this and this and this, and we want someone that can do this. Now start answering subconsciously without even delay, which means you know it and you are prepared for it. So this is how you should go about this interview, right? I will give you time now. You should ask me any question that you think that you are. Hello.
And the network was bad. Yeah, just come again, sir.
Okay, I was saying that you should write that, you should go and get that job post. The distance, the descriptions or what they mentioned in that job post, the criteria that they want, you should go and answer each of them. And if there is one that you do not know the answer, you can send it to me on WhatsApp. I'm going to provide answer for you. I'm going to help you provide answer to it. So you write the answers down and understand and memorize them in such a way that once they ask, because some of them, if it is like UK, US companies, they are going to hold their job description like this, and they will be asking you. Because some of them don't, it's not the company staff that they use the recruiters. And recruiters, the only thing they handle to the recruiters is the job description. They will be asking you. So you trash all the answers in that job description down. So please ask me any question now, so I will respond to it, then we close.
All right. Thank you very much for the hints and everything. So the question that was has been ringing in my mind is, when it comes to the question of how much should we pay you? Let's say after the interview and everything, both parties are happy. I'm happy, they're happy, and they're okay, yes, we like to come and start working with us. But how much should we pay you?
Good, good. A very good man. Let me answer this question. This question, I'm going to use idea. I'm not going to tell you specific amount, but here is it. If you reach there, you should go and check your job description. Go and check your job description. What if they mention it there, fine. But if they didn't mention it there, it's okay. You try to ask them what specific thing do they want you to do? As in what and what, apart from writing emails, do they expect you to be the one that will be scheduling the emails using Klaviyo? Do they expect you to do some form of graphic designs? Or it is just writing emails? It is only writing emails that you are going to do. You ask them, do they expect you to be scheduling the emails? Do they expect you to be doing some graphics? Because some emails need graphics. Or they want you to just write emails. If they want you to write emails, it's another thing entirely. If they want you to do some of graphics, because some graphics you may not, if you are not good in graphic design, like me, if I have such type of job that need me to do graphics, I don't even learn. I will know I'm not ready to learn graphic design. I will give it to people to design it. So do they expect graphics? If no. But even before reaching to ask all these questions, you are going online after this meeting. You search what, because we want to play safe. In as much as we want to charge high, we don't want to charge them the amount that, there are some amount that if you just mention. See, I'm just being plain frank with you here. There are amounts that if you mention to some companies, right, they will just tell you that we cannot pay that kind of amount. Once you start talking about negotiable, say they will not even listen to you. So we don't want to mention that type of amount. And we don't want to mention an incredibly low amount that later we'll find out that there is more to this and we need to do this, we need to do this, would not increase the amount. Some of them you are not able to do, you have to hire someone to do it for you. So the first thing you will do first is to go and research online the average pay of that company, or what is the average pay that they pay their workers. If that company you cannot get it, then you look for a company that is similar. What is their average pay? If you can get employee-specific payment, like email copywriters, they are graphic designers. If you can get employee-specific salary, is fine. But if you cannot get, just find out an average, right? Then you go slightly above it. You measure your price to be slightly above it. Then it is going to be easier for them to negotiate you down if they want to. Do you have the idea? You get the idea?
Yes, I get the idea. I understand.
Good, good, good. Any more question? Ask more question, please. Ask all the question you have.
All right, sir. Since you said I should be the one to ask the questions first, will it not look like I'm being too bossy, or like
It is
I'm trying
it
to
is not
control?
it is not really too basic. Okay. If you see that you don't want to ask the question at the beginning, okay, you give them a preamble or like a future page. See, that is why I say as copywriters, you don't need to suffer to get job. If you understand copywriting the way I used to talk about copywriting, you don't need to suffer to get job. Why? Because even the person that you are interviewing, you are trying to put him in a situation that he has to respond to you. How do? You tell him something like, okay, sir, I have some specific questions. From the beginning, before you start, I have some specific questions that I would like to ask after the interview. And these questions are going to help me solve your problems better. If you tell him like that now, you will be asking his questions, knowing fully whether you say you have some specific important questions, right? So if it reach the time now that you are asking this question, he will know that, yeah, you know what you are doing. But telling him that at the beginning will make him feel, he will start placing you above others if there are many people that come for the position. I hope you understand.
Yes, I do understand, sir.
But please don't go
Please
and
don't
sit
go
there
and
and
sit
fold
there.
your hands. You must ask those questions. They are very important. Ask them. See, by asking those questions, make them know that you know what you are doing. There's no fear. I'm telling you that there's no fear. As an email copywriter, you have no fear. If they didn't give you a job, you still get a job, except you don't know how to do your craft. I hope you understand.
Yes, I understand you, sir.
Okay,
Okay.
ask more
Well,
questions.
one more question, sir.
No more questions.
Sir?
No more question,
One more
right?
question. No, I said one more.
Okay, okay,
Okay,
ask,
okay,
ask.
ask. Yeah, so it should in case we've concluded and they ask when am I going to start working with them, or how do I, or when should I, or when am I ready to start working with them? What should be my response?
Okay, good. What is your
What is
schedule
your
now?
schedule now?
What do you do
What
now?
do you do
Are
now?
you able to
Are you
start
able to start
immediately?
immediately? I'm able to start immediately.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, what
Now,
you are going to
what
do
you are
is
going to do
this.
is this.
Sometimes it is good not to show that you are not desperate. So what you do then, you say, okay, presently now, as it is now, you have a project that you are doing, and you should be able to tidy it up within 24 to maximum 48 hours. So you will be able to start in 48 hours. You can tell them something like that. But don't just say that I can just get started now. No. Or maximum telling me in 24 hours, you'll be able to tidy it up. And the way you are going to do it is this. See, that's why I like copywriting. Honestly, you are going to tell me, say, okay, there is one thing about you. One, you don't like disappointment and you don't like promising what you cannot do. So right now, you will have said you want to start, but you want to start immediately. But if you do that, you are going to cause some disappointment, which is not part of your schedule at all. So, because you have some project you are going to do, but you are going to be over with them in 24 hours, maximum 24 hours, you'll be done. As a result, you resume in 24 hours if they don't mind, and they'll tell you, no, don't mind, because you have already told them now that you don't like disappointment. You are showing them you are showing them that you are going to you are going to deliver results. You are going to only give them the best. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
So at any point in time, you are trying to tell them that you are legit and you are here to help them get their result. So
So I hope
I hope I
I
have
hope
been able to solve